Hey guys, what's going on? March 16th, 2021. In this video, I'm going to show you the secrets. Yes, I have a ton of traders asking me all the time, like, Leo, can't you just share exactly what are you watching aftermarket, pre-market to get ready for the day? And in this particular case, guys, I'm going to show you exactly what I am watching right now in order to nail a ton of trades, which, by the way, based on the information I'm going to present you, already got a bunch of guys making trades on this very simple facts and patterns I'm about to present you with in just 3 slides. So you may be wondering, whoa, what's up with the title here? Watch the bitch drop? Whoa, did you just say that? It sounds a little offensive. Guys, I didn't come up with that stuff, okay? If you go to TD Ameritrade, the Bitcoin futures ticker right now for the month of March is actually /BTCH21. So when I say watch the bitch drop, I'm actually referring to the Bitcoin futures. Damn right. So no offense, ladies. BTCH21, that's exactly what we're watching this morning and over the course of the next 72 hours. And let me show you the reason why. Now, you may be relatively new to trading. If that's the case, you don't remember the type of crashes that Bitcoin has had in the past. And there's a high probability we're actually going into one of these type of drop-offs shortly here. If you've been paying close attention to Bitcoin, okay, it just topped out yesterday at 61,255. And depending exactly what futures you're paying attention to, it could have been slightly high, slightly low. Bottom line, it got above 60,000 for the very first time. Now, as soon as it did that, it didn't stay there. If you zoom in on this picture just a little bit, it actually created a double top pre-market, and then it dropped substantially. Actually, the drop was really fast. It's not the substantial drops that we're concerned about if they're gradual, but we're concerned about sudden moves. And, of course, Bitcoin is a volatile thing, but even for Bitcoin to move from 61 and change area all the way down to 53, it's almost a 10,000 point move that happened over a very short amount of time. And it is those type of moves, when you combine them with a particular pattern that you could be observing. As you know, we suggest here at 13 Market Moves to make sure that you're not just looking at one chart pattern. I am only using this 3-day, 3-minute chart right here with the examples we're going for, guys. But if you look at other charts, they also point to a multi-top formation or some serious trend reversal opportunities developing. Now, this is a clear head and shoulder type situation. This would be your shoulder one. This would be the head formation. This would be your other shoulder. Now, generally speaking, okay, when you see this type of formation, it often will resolve into a sharp move lower. Not necessarily right at this. Sometimes not right at this point right here. Sometimes we can go sideways for a little bit, but that drop will come. In just a second, I'm going to give you a really good illustration of how that works. So if you're looking for this head and shoulder formation, guys, for the first time, you're not sure, or maybe you're like, hey, sometimes I don't know if it's a head and shoulder or not, so how does this actually work? I'm going to give you a really good illustration that's actually very relative to the markets overall right now. So BTCH21 on a 3-day, 3-minute chart showing you a head and shoulder with a clear, what we would call a move 11 formation within our 13 Market Moves curriculum. Okay, now fast forward to the next chart. Okay, here if you take a look at Bitcoin, you actually have a scenario of a double top. And this is what we would call a failed breakout. Notice the top was about 57, 58K in Bitcoin. Now this is a 20-day chart right here, 20-day, 1-hour chart on Bitcoin. And so on one end, I just showed you a head and shoulder pattern, which is bearish. On this chart, I'm showing you a double top formation. And generally, double tops, they could resolve into a triple top, a quadra top at some point. But considering that this was a moment yesterday where Bitcoin could have broken out above 60 and stayed above 60 by the end of the day. But instead, it had a huge, really lightning fast type sell-off, as we've seen Bitcoin do on many occasions in the past. The question is, where does it lead us next? And a simple answer here is that watch Bitcoin futures for the main reason, even if you're not trading Bitcoin in any shape or form. Okay, if you are trading Bitcoin, clearly you'll have a great opportunity to buy it at a much cheaper price. And just based on this 20-day chart, Bitcoin can easily revisit the level of 44K. So that's another $11,000 drop from current levels. Now, it definitely will catch the rest of the market's attention, the stock market, the futures market, and everything else people trade out there, if it breaks that level of 44,000. And considering how everybody's so bullish on Bitcoin, the biggest moves in Bitcoin to the downside, they actually did take place in the past within a very short amount of time when everybody was extremely bullish. And this is the condition for Bitcoin right now. So currently Bitcoin meets a ton of conditions for this drop to actually happen. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen today. It could very well begin today or tomorrow. But over the course of the next 10 days, there is a high probability that if Bitcoin does not reclaim this level of 60,000, there's going to be a much larger move to the downside. Now, how do you actually use this information, guys? Well, let me show you, and let me just make this final point about Bitcoin. Back in the climax point of Bitcoin in December of 2017, it had a similar formation, after which Bitcoin literally collapsed within 12 months to the magnitude of about 80+%. It went from 20,000 all the way to 3,000. We've actually predicted this move. We don't think the move is going to be to that magnitude over the course of the next 12 months to the downside, but we definitely think the short-term move in Bitcoin, if you watch Bitcoin futures, will help you nail a lot of moves in the market overall. So if you're trading the S&P, if you're trading NASDAQ, if you're trading any type of stocks, this Bitcoin move lower generally precedes the move in the market itself. So if you take a look at some of the history of Bitcoin, it generally would run ahead and show you exactly what the rest of the market is about to do. So with me explaining you this Bitcoin chart right here, if you trade stocks or stock options or indexes, it tells you that when we see this drop in Bitcoin, get ready for the market to roll over as well. So if this Bitcoin move happens over the next 72 hours, be ready for the markets to also drop substantially shortly after that, or simultaneously along as Bitcoin drops and breaches some key levels. Now, as far as the educational part of this video, instead of the predictional part of this video, take a look at GME. So we're getting a bunch of guys in GME puts. Last week it didn't quite stage the drop, but we did nail the drop yesterday, guys, based off the same chart pattern, the head and shoulder chart pattern. So this is a 3-day, 3-minute chart for GME. And as you can see, same type of formation. So you got GME shoulder 1. Here's you got GME top. Or head formation of the pattern. Here you got the other shoulder. Now notice what happens next. Okay, it drops from roughly when it finishes out the shoulder at about 270. This morning it trades at 194. Now we're getting in the trade right here at about 260 because we're waiting for the break in the shoulder pattern. And so far we're catching about a $70 move to the downside, and we think that move is also going to continue. Now clearly stocks that have been the center of attention in the media, I would say, stocks like AMC, okay, AMC, GME, KOSS, they're all highly correlated. So needless to say, they're all going to go down as well with GME. So you can trade those stocks. You know, I mean, they're cheaper. A lot of guys like to trade them. If you trade stocks, it makes sense. Now, if you trade options, it definitely makes sense to trade something like a GME instead. So there's still more momentum to the downside on GME. We predicted the last GME crash. We've just nailed this move, guys. So you could have easily been with us. So if you're not a part of the trading group, you can get some more information about that by clicking the link below and visiting 13marketmoves.com. Now, the most interesting part of this video is right here, actually. So Bowen is creating the same type of pattern that GME has just created and Bitcoin futures just created. Now, Bowen is in no shape or form correlated to GameStop or Bitcoin futures in any shape or form, but it does tell us that the momentum is running out. As you know, if you're a part of the membership with us here at 13 Market Moves, we've been highly bullish on Boeing. We've caught the entire move from the low 220s last week. I've been sending a ton of alerts about buying Boeing calls. I've shown you guys on the chart exactly why it was going to break out. But yesterday, Boeing hit 278. So the party is over. You don't want to be the last guy to leave the party. So the best probability now it goes sideways to downside. So the momentum is out in Boeing. A reasonable size move lower is due in the stock, and there's going to be some profit taken likely today, March 16th, tomorrow, March 17th. So with that said, why are these non-correlated charts from different sectors creating an identical pattern? So if we notice more stocks from other sectors making this sort of pattern over the next 72 hours, it would actually coincide with the Federal Reserve meeting that you know will take place tomorrow, and that actually tells you exactly what the market could be doing. So if S&P 500 fails to break out by Thursday morning above 3,400, we're going to get another major leg lower. Because if you put the information together in this video that I've shared with you, one of the key ingredients to trading directional options that I've given you in this video, guys, is the fact that Bitcoin precedes the market. I've just shown you how Bitcoin made a double top formation and a head and shoulder. So the top of the market in S&P 500, which is most of the traders follow that, right? It could coincide, the top of the pattern could coincide with the Federal Reserve meeting announcement, or it could coincide with the top of the market today, tomorrow, before the Federal Reserve meeting announcement. Most of the trend reversal opportunities, they're not going to come on the day of the announcement. They're going to come within 48 hours after the announcement. So Bitcoin futures will give you the answer, what will actually happen at the Federal Reserve meeting. So if you pay attention to the bitch, you will nail this market, guys. And if this information is not making enough sense to you to where you can go right now and say, hey, I know exactly how to put this trade on. And by the way, I'm not talking about the bone trade, because I don't want to take the bone trade. There's easy trades that you could be taking right now based off Boeing charts. So if you don't know what they are, you're either new or you just lack certain information, but you want to get access to this information. And the easiest way to get started, guys, to take your trading to the next level, make sure you go to 13marketmoves.com, schedule a free, absolutely free 20-minute coaching call with a senior trader here, so you would know exactly what strike to choose, what ticker symbol to trade, okay, what expiration to get. All these are crucial details in making sure your trade is highly profitable and successful. So with that said, I invite you to do that right now. Hey guys, and make sure, don't forget to watch the bitch drop. I'll catch you on the next trade soon. Let's roll. Do you know what is actually the best day of the week to day trade and why? I'm about to show you something that most of day traders don't even dream about, and what all the trading gurus, coaches, and experts think is absolutely impossible. Now, the reason why they think that is because they all learned the same courses on trading, like basic stuff like trade the trend, guys. That's not gonna make you any money. So if you're tired of your account going nowhere, if you're tired of losing money, pay attention. Now, I'm super busy trading, so I'm actually gonna have Monica walk you through details. Now, all the experts will tell you, don't trade on Fridays. Why? Because they've been taught and conditioned to think that. Because they don't know the secrets that I know. I'm about to reveal to you that exactly the opposite is true. The only day you want to day trade is on Friday. Check out some of my recent Friday trades. 1,000 to 4,300, 2,000 to 26,000, 2,000 to 53,000 day trading, 4,000 to 63,000 day traded, 4,000 to $144,000 in under 8 hours day traded. The reason why they don't think this is possible is because they don't know what I know and what my students know. Now check out my students, 195,000 in day trading profits recently, 356,000 in trading profits recently. If you've been going to countless webinars trying to learn how to trade, if you've been taking courses where everybody's teaching you the same stuff over and over again, no wonder why your account is stuck. No wonder why you're trading this stock, guys. If you're tired of sales pitches, countless webinars, and all the same stuff that everybody's trying to teach you when it comes to day trading and swing trading, let me show you how real trading is done. Watch me trade live right now, 4K to 63K in under 9 hours. All trades are triple verified by independent agencies. Stop wasting time doing the same thing over and over again. Stop the excuses. This is real. This is possible. Let me show you how you can learn the formula that can allow you to trade like this. If you're ready to take your trading game to the next level, let's roll. Click the link somewhere around this video. Click the button somewhere around this video and watch now or forever regret not knowing the secrets that could have finally taken your trading game to the ultimate victory in a Super Bowl of trading. Let's roll. Ready to take your trading skills to the next level, guys? Let's do this. I'm gonna have Monica take it over from here. On the next page, make sure, don't be shy, say hi to Monica. She is ready to reveal the secrets of trading like a rock star. Just click the watch now button. Be nice to her. Don't be flirting now. Click the watch now button and let the show begin.